Elise, nice to have you with us today. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you so much. I'm terribly sorry about the terrible phone communication.
Well, have you been hiding under a bushel somewhere? Have you been rehearsing down there with the production company?
I'm actually in Sydney. I'm rehearsing for a set of charity gigs that I'm doing over the next few days. So I'm doing a gig tomorrow in Sydney, and then I'm doing one in Adelaide on Wednesday, and then I'm doing another gig in Sydney on Thursday.
You're a busy lady.
Lots of different material at the moment, yes.
And then you're coming into Melbourne as Meg Brocky, isn't it, in Brigadoon?
That's exactly right. I can't wait.
Do you get around, aren't you? Now, this is a wonderful album you've come up with, Dahlesque.
Oh, thank you.
It
Thank
really
you so
is sensational, and the way you've interpreted these songs is just gorgeous. It came about for the Adelaide Festival, wasn't it?
We did. We premiered it at Adelaide, which was wonderful, just in June. And it was actually so much fun. It's always really nerve-wracking when you first create a new show because you don't know how it's going to be received. But we had the most wonderful audiences. And, fire truck. I'm so sorry.
I think they're coming to get you to bring you to Melbourne to my show.
They must be. But yes.
Okay, so you've been rehearsing, yes. And look, you've done so many lovely things. You're on TV, of course, Channel 7, Peter Allen, I mentioned before, Fiddler on the Roof, Camelot, Little Women, a musical.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been Sondheim, Into the Woods, South Pacific, you name it, you've done the whole lot. How do you have time to sleep?
Look, I haven't been sleeping a lot recently, but you find time. It's one of those things. My mum used to always say to me, actually, she said, there's 24 hours in the day. They are all usable. You just need to alternate which ones are the sleep hours. So sometimes I end up staying up really late.
Isn't it funny how those things stick in your mind? My mum used to say to me, it's the sleep you get before midnight that's beneficial.
Absolutely. That's exactly true. I totally agree with that.
It is true, isn't it?
My family has said that as well.
Yeah, my mum used to say. Well, because I'm 100 years old. I'm much older than what you are. I'm almost 100. So my mum, when I was a kid, used to say that back in the 1960s. But the sleep you get before midnight. I thought she meant I had to get home before midnight as a kid,
She was probably wanting that as well, I would anticipate.
How did you select the songs for your album?
Look, it was a compilation of ways, really. I was really surprised when we first kind of came up with the idea for the album. I was so surprised by how many songs there were out there that were connected to Roald Dahl, that were from different adaptations. And so in the end, the ones that we chose were either some that had a really personal connection, things that either I just loved, or ones that we had we thought we could do something interesting or different with, like Oompa Loompa, for example. We wanted to do something different with that. And we
I just played that before you came on. I was
perfect.
playing that.
And then some of them, like the Revolting Rhymes, we actually we got special permission from the Dahlesque estate to write those songs, to use those rhymes and create and compose music for them. So
Did you really?
Some of them we kind of made fresh and new and wanted to have something special on there as well.
I played earlier today when we couldn't get hold of you just after 1 o'clock, Pure Imagination, and I think that's a wonderful track. It's beautifully interpreted.
Thank you. I think it is such a special song, and I think that and it's one of those songs that I think everyone, when you hear it, when you listen to the lyrics and you get a chance to really listen to the lyrics, there's something in it for everyone. Everyone can connect to some part of it, and whether you're an adult or a child or anything. So
Elise, I've heard a number of people record this and heard their versions of it, but I really do, and I'm not trying to scratch your back here. I just think it's a lovely version, and it's so pure in what you've done. It's good.
Thank you so much. I'm so thrilled.
The album should sell very, very well for you. Have you got a favourite track on here?
Oh, gosh, that's a tough question. You know what? I actually don't. Every time I have to sing one at a different gig, I genuinely enjoy singing all of them. Yeah. I think I like the naughtiness of some of the Revolting Rhymes, and I love getting to sing Smell of Rebellion because that's a song that I watched every night for 650 performances, I think.
Did you? Yeah.
Yes, I sat on stage and watched one of the men in the show sing that song. So that kind of is a bit fun to be able to sing it myself.
Was it fun working on Matilda?
Oh, it was amazing. It was probably one of the most incredible experiences of my life. I don't know if I'll be able to match it. It was just such an incredible opportunity to work with the Royal Shakespeare Company and on such an incredibly interesting and funny and heartfelt piece, and we had all these wonderful children, and they just kept shifting as they got older. Someone new would come in, and they were all incredible. So it was really amazing.
It was a lovely piece of music theatre, wasn't it?
Yes, it really was. I agree with you. Tim Minchin is a genius.
Absolutely. You can't take that away from him. Can't take that away. No, not at all. What do you got coming up next for you?
Well, so I'm doing these gigs at the moment, and then I actually have to go to America for some bits and pieces over there.
That's before you come down to Melbourne, is it?
And then I come to Melbourne in October. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I ask you what the bits and pieces are in America? Is it work related?
It's some work related, yes. So we're just doing some. I have some representation over there, and so we're doing some work on trying to bring some of the work that I've been doing over there. So keep your fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, I've just done that. I've got the toes crossed as well.
Thank you.
And we just hope it all works out for you there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Most
That's very
certainly.
kind of you.
What was your training as a youngster? Did you always have this goal of becoming a star?
You know what? I never thought of it fully that way. I used to always sing and dance and make up stories around the house.
Yep.
And I would always, whenever I had friends over, I'd go to their houses. I used to make them play make-believe with me. And I would direct them. I would say, okay, you're the shopkeeper and this is what you do.
Isn't that
and
beautiful?
I'm going to do this. And so we're always playing and making up stories and making up characters. And my parents kind of saw that and so ended up putting me into drama class and dance class. But I actually thought I was going to be a journalist or a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was very academic at school. I did all of the academic subjects and I ended up, actually, when I finished, I got into law school and I'd happened to audition for NIDA and I got into NIDA at the same time. And I didn't know what to do. And my mum was the one that was so supportive and she said, oh, Leigh, you can go to law school anytime. Go to drama school. Go to NIDA. So,
isn't that encouraging?
Yeah, which is probably rare because I think most people's parents would probably encourage them to do the one that's probably a little bit more stable. But my family have always been very supportive of the arts. So.
Elise, I talk to a lot of actors on this program. It is called showbiz for that very reason. And they'll often say that their parents said, don't do this, it's not a real job. You've got to go and get a real job. And here you are with your parents, exactly the reverse. And what a great decision.
Thank you. I know. I thank them for it frequently. I thank them for it almost daily.
Now, I haven't seen Brigadoon on stage for, well, I don't think ever. I've seen the movie, but I don't think it's played, certainly in Melbourne.
Played in Australia.
I don't think it has.
I think you're right, because I was thinking the same thing. I was talking to some friends about that, and I, like you, have seen the movie, and I know a lot of music from it, like almost like Being in Love, which is such an incredible song. But I'm the same. I've never seen it.
Well, Lerner and Leigh were great composers and wrote some wonderful material. So looking forward to that Brigadoon, the production company in Melbourne from October. It's about 2 weeks, the season, I think. Look forward to seeing that. Yeah, and we'll meet you at the after party anyway and have a bit of a chat.
Please, yes, come and say hello.
Great to catch you. Now, ABC Classics, this is out through, I think, and we can buy it online at the ABC shops. Sanity and JB, I think I was reading.
Baby Hi-Fi, that's it.
Dahlesque, Elise Mccann. McCann?
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
McCann,
that's right.
McCann,
yeah.
whatever word.
McCann.
I'm happy for
so,
it.
Elise Mccann and Dahlesque, Dahlesque. Go and have a look for it. It's a great CD. Make a great Father's Day present too, which is around the corner.
What a great idea.
What a Father's Day coming up. Elise, have a lovely weekend. Back to rehearsals.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye to you.